In recent times, the use of eye tracking in virtual reality has gained significant popularity across various sectors like gaming, healthcare, education, and defense. As a consequence, the need for precise gaze estimation within VR environments has risen significantly. Among numerous gaze estimation algorithms that have been proposed throughout the years, deep learning algorithms have emerged as promising contenders. However, a significant obstacle that has hindered progress in this field is the substantial data these algorithms demand. This is compounded by the fact that there is limited data sharing amongst eye tracking and VR companies, and suitable datasets are often not available. Further, creating annotated datasets is resource-intensive, making it challenging for academic researchers. To tackle the issue of data scarcity, eye tracking researchers have turned to simulated data to train deep neural networks with varying levels of success. This usually involves using realistic 3D eye models with accurate ground truth labels. However, this approach still faces the problem of requiring large storage space and inflexibility of use, as the available datasets may not contain the exact setup or labels a researcher needs. Additionally, the code to create these datasets may not be public or accessible, especially for those unfamiliar with 3D rendering. In this paper, we introduce a novel method to train neural networks for video-based gaze estimation using simulated images that model light distributions captured in a PCR setup. Particularly, we employ a continuous generator to produce an arbitrary number of images for training that is relatively simple to configure, versatile, and can be run in a Jupyter or a Google Colab notebook. Using the generator, we train an hourglass model to localize the pupil center and corneal reflections, as well as match each corneal reflection to its corresponding infrared light on the eye tracking setup. The training is composed of 2 stages with different simulation configurations. In the first stage, the model saw a higher range of difficult examples to train the model to be robust to large variations in the eye image. For the second stage, the simulation is adjusted so that it presents images that are closer to real eye images. We then evaluate the effectiveness of our approach by testing it on a never-before-seen, hand-labeled real eye dataset while comparing it with an existing model trained on the dataset itself. As the model is trained on purely synthetic data, we were able to evaluate it on all 15 participants. This gave us an overall matching accuracy of 76%. Out of all the matches, the overall localization error for matched CRs was 1.56 pixels, while the pupil localization error was 2.02 pixels. Furthermore, our results support findings from previous papers that occlusion of one or more CRs can significantly reduce the model's performance, likely indicating that the model relies on the spatial configuration of the CRs to help localize individual CRs. Showing the performance per participant, we observed the high variability in model performance across participants. This highlights the advantage of evaluating the model on the entire dataset, as choosing only a small subset would not fully represent its generalizability to the real-world domain. To conclude this video, we introduced a novel approach to training a gaze estimation system for VR and other head-mounted applications without relying on large hand-labeled datasets. Instead, utilizing easily configurable and lightweight simulations adaptable to any video-based eye tracking setup. Our method proved to be generalizable as it achieved high matching accuracy and low pupil and CR localization errors in real eye images. This study has important implications for cost-effective and efficient eye tracking in VR. Accurate gaze estimation is crucial for immersive VR experiences and widens the spectrum of VR applications that can employ gaze for interaction. By using simulated data to train eye tracking models, our proposed approach sidesteps both the time and cost associated with collecting large datasets, making accurate gaze estimation models for VR more accessible. Ultimately, this can lead to the development of user-friendly VR applications with broader applications across various industries.